RCK is having a little bit of technical difficulties, but he's back with me now for sweep the leg.
All of the technical difficulties.
Now this is not a small bloke by any measure. Will Kroos, the headliner. Will Kroos.
Pure beef this man is. Will Kroos is one big individual. But let me tell you something, when he's in that ring, he's as athletic and as agile as a cruiserweight when he wants to be.
I've not had the pleasure of seeing Kroos live, but tonight I have been assured that he is going to showcase exactly what makes him the headliner.
Without a doubt, and that he will. He will not disappoint at all. I can be certain of that.
You're more familiar with this young man here. What should we expect from Will Kroos in his No Mercy Wrestling debut?
He'll be looking to win. However he does that will determine on how the start of this match goes. I'm sure both of these men will look to feel each other out before going for the kill.
Will Kroos definitely has a fight ahead of him as his opponent making his way now. Jay Joshua is known for mixing it up with the best of them. He will let a kick land anywhere on an opponent's body if it can get him the win.
Don't let the dancing around the ring fool you, because once this man steps into the squared circle, he brings absolutely everything. One of the most impressive talents at No Mercy Wrestling and in all of Wales and the United Kingdom.
Absolutely. As Richard quite rightly said, representing the Dead Sad Boys. If I'm not mistaken, RC, the last time we saw Jay Joshua here in No Mercy Wrestling, it was in fact a victory against Billy Hayes, his tag team partner as part of Dead Sad Boys.
It was indeed, and what a match that was. Jay Joshua walking away with a victory on that occasion. Will he do the same here tonight against Will Kroos?
We'll have to see, but this has all the fixings of a heavyweight Goliath battle.
Indeed.
Referee in charge again, of course, Dan Carey. How was he in the ring with you then, RC?
Look, I'm not going to sit here and digress too much about the officiating in that contest, but MJ Grayson and Wesker got away with a lot. But this is a singles match. Referee has eyes on the prize. Both men, doesn't have any distractions here. I'm sure he'll do a much better job.
Fingers crossed, because we want everything to be above ground here, especially between two athletes the caliber of Will Kroos and Jay Joshua.
And these
strong tie-up between these two there.
As you can see, they are trying to get the advantage of one another from the offset.
Neither men could be called a smaller man in this ring, but they are quite evenly matched, I'd say, RC.
Absolutely. Whom is going to take the advantage overall? Both men splitting the crowd here. Jay.
Half the room wants Jay Joshua. The other one's Kroos.
Jay Joshua, man who has been with No Mercy from the offset as well.
Of course, all the way back last year. I'm sure his being here tonight is no mistake by No Mercy management. Jay Joshua has proven to be one of the more popular stars here in No Mercy Wrestling since its inception. But popularity means nothing to Will Kroos as he sends him careening to the mat with that huge, huge body slam there.
Huge body slam. Doesn't quite connect with all of that, but enough damage to take Jay Joshua back to the corner here, followed up by another knife-edged chop.
It's a dangerous place to be in the corner. You don't really have a long way to go when you're stuck there, but Jay Joshua coming back with a chop of his own and some forearms firing off at the jaw of Will Kroos.
And let's make no mistake about these strikes here. Wow.
What a senton from Will Kroos. He is quite agile, you were correct, RC.
Absolute brute force followed by one athletic senton to the chest of Jay Joshua.
It's a lot of man to come down on Jay Joshua. Not enough to put him away for the 3 just yet, however.
A lot of man indeed. All of Will Kroos just coming across the chest and back to it with a knife edge chop. Once again, Will Kroos seemingly picking out the chest of Jay Joshua to work on here.
When Will Kroos came out, you said that he is all beef. I think at the end of this match, after all of these chops, it'll be corned beef, the size of his chest. Good
Stick him in the
Lord.
can, stack him on the shelf, put him through the till for the 1-2-3. Could be the way this ends up. But Jay Joshua has a lot more in him than that.
Able to reverse the Irish whip there with one of his own was Jay Joshua, and a chop again.
Taking Will Kroos off his feet and to the outside, and he wants absolutely no more of that. Oh, the seat is not reserved for him out there.
Jay Joshua not
Listen to
afraid
this!
to take this match on tour, clearly. And another chop. That chest of Will Kroos.
Get the vapor rub out. You're going to need it for a week, kid. Wow.
Get the pseudo-cremata ready for Will Kroos. And a forearm. Now, there's a big danger with a forearm, of course. A broken jaw spells disaster for you in your day-to-day life, RC.
Absolutely. There's no talking smack on the back of that. And these are throwing some jaw-busting forearms, to say the least.
And some kicks, as I said, from Jay Joshua. Landing any which way on Will Kroos, but that forearm landed exactly where it was intended.
We are in it.
We're seeing 2 big men do big men things.
Into the wall.
I'm fairly sure this building just moved postcode with that. The wall, I'm sure, shook with the force of Will Kroos sending Jay Joshua careening into the wall.
I can't believe we are still in the room. Jay Joshua nearly went through the wall.
The crowd asking one more time. Will Kroos.
He's going to oblige. Oh, no! Oh! The window nearly smashes here in Caerphilly.
Jay Joshua paying tribute, homage to the Rockers, I think, with that one.
Wow.
No Barber to be seen there, however.
Brutus, he's nowhere to be seen indeed.
This match has to end in the ring. This isn't false count anywhere, fellas.
Referee
Get
using
it back in the ring.
a lot of discretion as the hand of Jay Joshua goes off the turnbuckle.
That ring post is all metal. There is no give in that at all.
Big kick. Using that forearm, that hand that has just been exposed to the solid steel. Oh, no. Oh!
Uranagi onto the apron. That's not gonna be good for the back of
Not
Jay Joshua.
Good for the back at all. And believe it or not, I don't want to say this, but we might be heading for a count-out victory here. These 2 men have absolutely annihilated each other in the opening moments of this contest.
Absolutely. It'll be a shame to see this match end on a count-out, but if you're Will Kroos, a win is a win.
On his debut. This is a lot of discretion by the referee so far, but the count is there for a reason. Oh!
Gets in.
Joshua gets in at 9.9.
Will Kroos doesn't appear to be too happy with that development.
Will Kroos questioning himself possibly. What will he need to do to put down Jay Joshua?
I'll see if you had the pleasure, or the displeasure as it may be, to be in the ring with either of these men before.
I haven't, I'm afraid. But these 2 big, beefy men are giving it just as hard as you expect.
In a past life, in a previous life, many, many moons ago, Jay Joshua delivered a kick so hard to my ribs that I was sent into the Shadow Realm. And it took me very, very long to crawl my way back. So I know just how hard this man can strike and how hard he can kick. And he's showing that to Will Kroos right now, who's giving it all back in equal measure.
What a journey you have been on to get to Caerphilly tonight. Wow. Listen to those slaps. Jay Joshua has been awoken by Will Kroos.
Neither man giving an inch at all. A spinning heel kick to the jaw of Will Kroos, but Kroos able to maintain his composure. A headbutt. And a rebound lariat from Jay Joshua, but Jay Joshua unable to capitalize as the momentum sent him out of the ring.
You are absolutely right. The momentum of that lariato takes him all the way to the outside, and the countdown is on again. Jay Joshua being checked out on the outside.
Referee, of course, having to check on Jay Joshua. We don't want anything bad to happen to either competitor in this match.
Both men have felt the effects of this one. Can they get a victor, a clear victor? Oh, Kroos. Oh! Repeats with a lariat. Oh!
Not quite enough to put Jay Joshua away just
Kroos is
yet.
not waiting around. Oh! Could be a pile driver.
Not quite.
No. Can it be?
The jaw of both of these men are going to be weak tomorrow. Caught him there.
Oh!
Blue Thunder Bomb of sorts from Will Kroos. But not quite.
Only a 2 as this match continues.
Battle of the heavyweights. It sure is.
And it is now clear that the No Mercy fans in attendance want Jay Joshua to pull one back here. Going for it again.
Kroos control on the off for Will Kroos, maybe?
Oh no.
Not quite. Jay Joshua. What could it be?
Oh!
Eye of the hurricane from Jay Joshua there.
Clever maneuver. Went for it. Could not get the strength tonight. Pile driver attempt.
Can he do it?
Oh!
On a pile driver to Will Kroos, that's got to be it, surely.
And that is it. Will Kroos, power driven into the shadow realm where you came from to get Philly today. What a match.
Unbelievable. Take nothing away from Will Kroos on that performance. What an effort from both men. But your winner, Jay Joshua. What a deserved win from the dead, sad boy himself.
There it is, the winner of this one, Jay Joshua. But the respect that these two men have for one another after absolutely throwing no caution in the win. They have gone full ham in this contest. Absolutely. And we have a definitive winner in Jay Joshua.
Will Kroos definitely earning his place here in No Mercy Wrestling, and sweep the leg.